Good afternoon and welcome to the channel. I hope the start of your year is going well in 2019. I definitely want to say, hey, thank you to those that have liked and subscribed. If you are new to the channel, please, if you like the content that you're seeing today, please hit that like button and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And also to start, I do want to also thank my fellow veterans and active duty military members that are out there serving here nationwide and of course across the seas. Hey guys, so let's continue our conversation. Actually, today is now Saturday. I washed Detailed Lady yesterday, and kind of cold out, but that was okay. I mean, that's to be expected here in the Midwest in the winter. Today, I'm on the inside because it's actually snowing outside, so really didn't get a whole lot of content in the last few days. Actually in school full time. I'm taking a winter class through the break, so that's like Monday through Thursday. So with that said, today let's talk about car forums. For me, I was excited to join a car forum when I got my first BMW. It was an E46 330Ci, 2001, silver, automatic. So I would find forums like, because I had an E46, so E46 Fanatics, or like Beamer forums, M3 forum, and of course I checked into that when I got my M3, my first M3 E46, and looks like Beamer Fest and then Beamer Post. So those were definitely some of the forums that I found that were helpful, but again, I kind of shied away from the forums just because of a lot of the negativity that I didn't too much care for to find on the forum. So something else to talk about, DIYs. DIY, I think, is a crucial part to being an auto enthusiast. Being able to turn a wrench on your own vehicle is very satisfying. I started DIYing when I was in the Navy. What happened for me was I was an aviation electrician. I worked on F-18 fighter jets, and I'm spending all this time in wheel wells upside down in the cockpit working on avionics, coolers and systems, and it was definitely challenging at times, but you did the work and you got the work done. And one day, at that time, I had a Dodge Dakota. I had a truck that I loved, a pickup truck, and what I found was I had a starting issue with it. That was the first thing that I did. In fixing the starter, I kicked looks like some kind of fitting on my I want to say it was a charcoal canister, so that's part of your emissions. So immediately I realized, when you take your car to a mechanic, when they work on your car, guess what? If something breaks, very rarely do you find someone that is honest enough to say, hey, I broke this while I was working on it. We're going to fix it and take care of it. Oftentimes you may find that something gets broken and then they're telling you that they found this broken and it needs to be fixed and you're paying more money. So in that particular case, fixed my own issues. I even had a cooling issue on the truck, fixed that. Which led to, when I got my first BMW, it was satisfying that when it started having cooling issues, I replaced that entire cooling system, radiator, thermostat. Of course, I started from the smallest thing. I started from, checking the thermostat and checking hoses and things like that to try to figure out why it was starting to overheat. And long story short, I believe it ended up being the water pump. But by the time I took out the coolant reservoir and all these different things, which they're made of plastic, so that thing broke. So I ended up having to go buy that part or order that part, and pretty much replace that whole thing. So again, at the end of the day, it was very satisfying. I did brakes. I changed out the rotors and brakes. The rotors were just the factory rotors. I ended up changing to some slotted and drilled rotors. Forget the make that the company I bought them from, but they were pretty good, and I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed turning the wrench on my cars, and I still enjoy doing it. I do it with my X5. Haven't had to do anything with the 535 just yet. We got it. It pretty much had everything serviced. I think the only thing that needs to be done right now, or that's coming up due, is flushing the transmission fluid. No, I'm sorry, not transmission fluid. The brake fluid. I think that's what's actually coming up due. Oil is good. Brake pads are good. All the services were done. They checked out. So that's good on that part. As far as the E92 M3, most of the oil changes, didn't have to do anything brake wise. Actually, I did go to some independent guys in Corpus Christi, Texas, that took care of flushing the brake system. I really don't like dealing with brakes. I've done brakes before, but I really try to shy away from doing brakes. It's an important system to me, and if you really don't know what you're doing and you goof something up, you are subjecting yourself to crashing. That's point blank. You can't stop, so you crash. So getting the air out of the lines and doing the things that needs to be done, or bleeding the lines, that's very important. So I'd much rather take it to someone else to do, unless I just ultimately am a little more secure, and that'll come with time with doing it. But I don't think I want to play around with that on my E92. Before I go, I'm actually watching Fast and Furious 6 right now, and I would definitely say I'm a fan of the Fast and Furious franchise. I know there's a lot of people that are not. That's okay. I've liked Fast and Furious from day one, from the very first movie. And that definitely, I want to say that movie was probably the reason I became an auto enthusiast. So now tell me, what do you think? Comment below. Tell me what your thoughts are about the Fast and Furious franchise. If you like it, if you don't, and either way, why? And what you feel made you an auto enthusiast? What are the things that you like about being an auto enthusiast, or just doing DIYs on your car? And as always, I want to say thank you to the servicemen and women that are active duty, serving our country here in the States and worldwide. My veterans, those I have served with, and those that are serving right now. So we definitely thank you for everything that you do protecting our freedom. All right, guys, y'all have a great one, and I'll see you on the flip side.